Hi, my name is Louis. Welcome to my cooking channel. Today I'll be showing you how to fillet this wild sea bass. Okay, this is a wild rod and line caught sea bass from the south coast. The first job I have to do is to remove all the fins from the fish. Taking a sharp pair of kitchen scissors, remove all 7 fins. 2 along the back, careful of this one, it's quite sharp. It's got some sharp spikes on it. That's 2 fins from the back. 2 fins either side of the gills. There's 2 fins on the belly sack. And this last is called the anal fin. Okay. That's all the fins now removed. Our next job is to make a V-cut just behind the head, angled down. So I'm making the cut down through either side of the head, angling it down, cutting all the way through. Then I shall remove the head in one piece. Okay, so now we're left with the headless fish, and we're going to make 2 cuts to start removing the fillets. Okay, so the 2 cuts. Taking a large, thin, flexible filleting knife, I'm going to run this knife just along, down the back, close to those fins that we took off earlier, all the way down to the tail. And I'm going to repeat this on the other side. This time starting at the tail end and working towards the head. Again, keeping it close, not too deep, all the way to the end. Okay, so now we can begin to remove the fillets. Right, so keeping the knife angled down towards the blade, towards the bones, slowly ease that fillet away. No big movements, work the point down. You'll feel the main centre spine of the back end there is raised up a little, so you're going to go over and down the other side of that. Okay, when we're that far, so about 2/3 of the way the fish down, you can push the blade all the way through, holding it still against that bone, work it all the way to the tail end, releasing it. Then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So again, working that knife, angling it down the whole time. Till we get to that centre bone, go over that. And we get 2/3 of the way down, push the blade all the way through and off. Now, 2 fillets, 2/3 of the way off. So then we come to the rib bones. Rib bones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bones along here, and we need to release those. Okay. By doing this, we can keep all the flesh in between. You can go from the top and go over the top of the rib bones, but you lose a bit of flesh there. So I like to keep as much flesh as possible on the fillet. So I take a small knife and run up, just put it behind the bone and just flick the end out. do exactly the same on the other side. Very carefully. Get the point of the knife under that bone, and flip the tops out. Then you'll have all those tips of those rib bones exposed. So now, with your filleting knife again, there's one more there. We can slowly work down those bones. As you can see, I'm leaving the flesh in between them, just taking the bones away. So I'll now come up to the main centre bone again. Okay. Final bit off. There we go. That's the first fillet off. Turn it over. Repeat exactly the same on the other side. Second fillet off. And that's the bone now. Not much flesh on there, but well worth keeping, along with the head, to make some fish stock. Okay, so we've removed the two fillets now. So we're just going to trim, tidy it up a bit, and take out the little pin bones that are down around about the first 2/5 of it. There's 6 or 7 that you need to take out. So first of all, just a little trim up on that belly. Not too much. Again, anything that we take off can be used for fish stock. Whilst I'm trimming, I like to trim off that and get a nice sharp edge on the front there. And again, in line, parallel with that, with the tail. So there's our fillet now. And I can do exactly the same with the other one. Okay, so there's our two fillets. Right, next job is to take the pin bones out. Here, I use a pair of fish pliers. Always handy to have them in water, so you can wash off the bone as you pull it out. Don't forget, there's always the one that's cut, because you cut quite near the head, and there's always one down there. People often leave that one in. But it's, you'll just feel with your finger, you'll feel if there's any bones there. That's that one complete. Do the same with the other. Okay, so there's the two fillets now. What I'm going to do is, then I'm going to score the skin. Scoring the skin helps release the fat that's underneath it. It will stop it curling up so much, and it will help the skin crisping up. So, get the fillet, just pinch it along, get a bit of tension in there, and just gently score, not too deep, just past the skin into that layer that lies on top of the flesh. So there's one. There's two. With these fillets, you might like to serve it whole if you have a large plate. If not, you can always cut it in two or three. It's up to you. I should leave one whole and leave one in two. Good for plate presentation. And there you. Thanks for watching Feel free to comment below and subscribe for more videos.